I want to thank our McLane Highlander Band who gave us some pre-ceremony music. And we're going to start with a really cool 56-year tradition under the direction of Pipe Major Mark Little. The Fresno Stag and Thistle Pipes and Drums will lead our processional. What's really kind of interesting is many of the people that are in the Fresno Stag and Thistle Pipe Band are ex-McLane alumni. So in their day, they were high school students playing and celebrating this great tradition. So I'd like to say, again, thank you to Pipe Major Mark Little, Pipe Sergeant Jason Hubbard, Drum Sergeant Eric Schmidt, Drum Major Colleen McMillan Wilson, and then Bonnie Afunen, Bonnie Mosley, Paul Vanderpool, cast cousins Alex Toledo, Dave Dieter, Carson Dieter, and Ed Mayo.
And our multicultural chain is Adrena Moore, Ashley Yuk, Ashley Yang, B. Tao, Cami Vang, Gustavo Lemus, Kalia Vang, Lisbeth Castaneda, Leslie Reyes, Mai Vu, Mai Ka Yang, Mai Si Yang, Marie Ponsavan, Nyla Saldana, Nu Yang, Rose Vang, Sandra Zhang, Stephen Yuk, Sunita Yang, and Trinity Yang.
And then we're really proud to have our 10 elementary school and 2 middle school feeder groups here. From Yosemite, Principal Nicole Horn, Hidalgo, Principal Reynaldo Villalobos, and Vice Principal Silvia de la Cruz. From Norseman, Principal Kimberly Cottons. From Bernie, Principal Christina Montez, Vice Principal Sally Dominguez. From Scandinavian, Principal Julie Ellis, Vice Principal Zhang Vang. Leavenworth, Principal Erica Piedra. From Ralph, Principal Alex McClintock, Vice Principal Maylee Stanton. From Mayfair, Bill Stearns, Principal, Vice Principal Anna Magana. With Sean, Vice Principal Isabel Zhang. Turner, Principal Steve Getman, and Vice Principal Noemi Poreno. And Erickson, Principal Karen Walker, Vice Principal Dr. Vicky Zhang War. Okay, and I'd like to welcome McLane staff members, Bruce Lippman, Dion Howell, Nancy Swanson, Lars Johansson, Cheryl Bartley, Josette Jackson, Joe Cremier, Peter Marhenke, Isaac Thornton, Romel Contreras, Jessica Ketchum, Donna Saramarco, Vern Kelzer, Rosa Rodriguez, Norma Ruelos, Nune Gregorian, Fadia Barakat, Eric Day, Jeff Woods, Yer Vang, Keith Rains, Kyle Thornton, Jean Vang, Valerie Flores Lopez, Jimmy Simpson, Andrew Orlep, Tara Gregg, Margaret Morrow, Lauren Chestnut, Blake Packard, Shirley Baker, Susie Fisher, Mark Patterson, Suki Dillon, Sean Toomer, Yvette Bodum, Claudia Quintero, Gina Cervantes, and Paul Germain. And introducing to you, McLane Class of 2016. All right, let's hear it for the class of 2016. So for all of our guests, I want to let you know how very special this is for our students. So I'm going to give you one chance on the count of three to let those air horns make the noise you want it to make. And then I'm going to ask for the remainder of the evening, out of respect for our students who have worked so hard for 13 years to make you proud tonight, if we can refrain from the rest of the ceremony. So on the count of three, give it your best. 1, 2, 3. Awesome, you guys are the best. Okay, at this time, I would like to, thank you. I'd like to ask everybody to stand at this time as we have the McLane JROTC present the colors. And representing the JROTC tonight are members Captain Fu Tao, Sergeant David De Leon, Sergeant Amanda Zhang, Lieutenant Roger Fang, Sergeant James Martinez, and Sergeant Nathan Gaspar. At this time, please remain standing for the flag salute. Our ASB President, Emily Zhang, will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem. It is my pleasure to introduce the McLane School Chamber Choir. Students, you may be seated. Can you guys, sorry, students, please stand.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, they proved through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Now you may be seated. Thank you, Mr. Barber and our chamber choir.
Good evening, parents, families, faculty, esteemed trustees of our school board, district officials, and of course, graduating students of the class of 2016. I'm Mireya Velasco, and this is Emily Zhang, bringing you an announcement as we do every morning. And while it is with some sadness that we will be addressing you for the final time, we are here in a joyous occasion as we have the honor and privilege of introducing our principal, Mr. Scott Lamb. Mr. Lamb will come to the microphone in a moment and will provide us with the words and thoughts that we know will come from his heart. We know that his words will be delivered to us as one last gift of his knowledge, one last message of hope and wisdom that will stay with us for the rest of our lives. How can we know this? We are certain of this because we have come to know him as the person in our lives whom we have come to count on to be the center of compassion and justice throughout our high school experience. Many of us have interacted with Mr. Lamb during these past few years, and in asking students for contributions for this introduction, we were given so many examples from so many students that we didn't know what to choose. And though it may embarrass him a bit, we felt it appropriate to name just a few things that we could have come to know and love about our principal. Some of the things mentioned to us by students was how he always greets you on the way to class, how supportive he is, how he takes his time to really get to know students, how he is funny and can put a smile on your face even when you're having a bad day, how he makes sure students are recognized and awarded for things that they've accomplished, how he works really hard to keep McLane traditions alive, like continuing to hold graduation in our McLane Stadium. How he understands challenges students may be facing, and how he always motivates all students to always do better.
The fact is, we could go on even longer discussing the great things that he has done for all of us these past 4 years. But all those of us who know him already know all this and more. The students of 2016, the students of McLane High School, appreciate him, and we are all very proud to have had him as principal for our high school years. So McLane friends, family, honored guests, and students, it is with great pride and pleasure that we introduce to you the principal of McLane High School, our principal, Mr. Scott Lamb.
Awesome. I wish. 21 again. So good evening. What a beautiful evening this is going to be. One, definitely remember for the rest of your lives. So welcome to McLane High School graduating class of 2016. And before I begin, I'd like to recognize some special guests that we have in our audience. We have Paul Eidsvug, our Chief of Human Resources and Labor Relations. From the Superintendent's Office, Chief of Staff Bob Nelson, if you guys stand there, okay. We also have Katie Russell, Misty Herr, they're instructional superintendents from Fresno Unified School District. And last but not least, from the Fresno Unified Board of Education, the Fresno Unified Board Clerk, Christopher Della Cerda, who represents McLane High School, our 2 middle schools and 10 elementary schools in the McLane region. Doesn't it look beautiful tonight? So we have the fine efforts of our McLane custodial and district support that helped get us ready for tonight. Wonderful new plantings around the stadium and a truly deserving location in honor of you, our students. So tonight is a night of many firsts for us. For the first time ever, thanks to our video production teacher under the tent over there, Mr. Bonilla, and to the Fresno, and to our Fresno Unified staff who've made this possible, we are broadcasting tonight on Comcast Channel 94, UVerse Channel 99, and CMAC.McLane.com, that's Community Media Access Collaborative. We also want to thank the students from the production class. We have Andrew Herrera, Brian Guzman, Sergio Cordanis Ibarra, and then Cesar Perez from CMAC. Also, thank you to Mr. Clark, who's helping out with the audio today. And then we want to let you know that for any of you, if it gets a little uncomfortable, we do have a gigantic screen in the cafeteria where you can go if you just need a little cooler environment. So we're happy you're to join us tonight, and we just want to wish you a wonderful experience tonight. Another first for us is allowing our valedictorian and salutatorian's families to join us a little bit more intimately on the grounds with the rest of the students. So to start off tonight, we want to talk about some things we're very proud of. So it's going to be our celebrations, and I'm going to ask Mr. Santos, our Vice Principal, to come to the podium.
Good evening. I'd like to share with you just a few details highlighting the academic success of our McLane students. This year, from a class of 387 seniors, we have 30 valedictorians and 1 salutatorian. We continue to increase our school's graduation rate over the past 4 years from 74.5% for the 2011-2012 school year to 87.9% as of last year. And this year, our data shows that we will have a graduation rate of over 90%. And that's a testament to the hard work and efforts of our students, their families, our teachers, counselors, and staff who have all contributed to this success. And just listen to where this hard work has landed some of our students. We have sitting before you tonight some of our McLane students who have been accepted to and will be continuing their journey towards self-actualization and higher learning by attending the following institutions in the fall: Fresno City College, Clovis Community College, Fresno State, Fresno Pacific University, Azusa Pacific University, Cal State East Bay, or Cal State Hayward as we alumni like to call it, UC Davis, Cal State Sacramento, Humboldt State University, UC Riverside, the University of Oregon, San Francisco State University, the Paul Mitchell School, Evergreen Valley College, the DeVry Institute of Technology, Cal State San Diego, Spartan College, Greensville College in Illinois, UC San Diego, UCLA, Cal State Monterey Bay, go Otters, and several of our military branches. So let's have a round of applause for our students and the academic success they've achieved this year. And now at this time, I would like to introduce my friend and fellow vice principal, Mr. John Kaup, here to say a few words about McLane athletics.
Good evening. McLane had an all-time high 587 students participate in athletics for the 2015-2016 school year. Our boys won the Division IV Valley Championship in soccer and received a state bid. Wrestling had 3 North Yosemite League champs. Girls basketball won 16 games and finished the season with a 7-3 league record and returned the playoffs for the first time in 5 years. Girls softball returned the playoffs for the first time after a 7-year absence, and our girls lacrosse team finished the year with an overall record of 16-2 and were the Fresno County runner-ups. And finally, to talk about the excitement around McLane's Goal 2 and involvement is Vice Principal Winnie McCormick.
Good evening. In support of all students, the Fresno Unified School District has created 4 focus goals. Goal 2, which proclaims all students will be actively engaged in arts, athletics, and other curricular activities, has been effectively supported at our school site by district leaders, providing extracurricular opportunities for our students. This goal is part of a district vision to develop the student as a whole, well-rounded individual, bringing balance and a sense of well-being. It is with district support and through the tireless efforts of our dedicated teachers and coaches that Goal 2 is realized here at McLane. We have several examples of Goal 2 activities. For example, the 25 McLane students who served as camp counselors to provide outdoor education for 4 of our regional elementary schools. Our Art Venture students raised national awareness with their project on the drought in Porterville, featuring a student-created documentary which aired on Channel 24. 587 McLane students were members of a McLane athletic team this year. 108 of these athletes earned the distinction Scholar Athlete, which means that along with the participation on an athletic team, they held a GPA of 3.5 or higher. The McLane Marching Band increased from 40 to 90 students this year, and with a projected enrollment of 180 for next year. In 2015-16, we saw the return of our traditional Highlander Scottish dancers, as well as the return of the McLane Color Guard. The McLane Folklorico Club performed at the Big Fresno Fair, several recitals, and on television stations Univision and Telemundo. The BSU Club traveled to Los Angeles with other high schools throughout the state for a conference on tolerance and respect. Art Venture students were once again recognized for their outstanding work on both the civil rights and drought projects, with celebrated performances across the state, including one at the Capitol in Sacramento. On a beautiful new stage provided by our district, the McLane Theater Company this year performed The Great Gatsby, Hold Me, and The Red Wind, The Adventures of Philip Marlowe. The McLane Theater Company, once again, was the only high school in the Valley to have a featured performance in Fresno's annual Rogue Festival. Besides the 25 active clubs on campus, our after-school program featured new classes and clubs such as cooking, improv, K-pop and b-boys, and welding, all which provide a place and a fellowship for many McLane students throughout the school year. The Goal 2 vision is alive and thriving at McLane, and it is a really exciting time to be a McLane Highlander. At this time, I would like to welcome back Principal Scott Lamb, for his address.
Okay, students, you have a lot. When I listen to that list, I'm just amazed and so proud of how you've made yourself available to every opportunity you've had to have a really successful four-year journey. So it's my honor and extreme privilege to stand here tonight to escort you into a new and exciting phase of your lives. This probably, without doubt, is the most exciting part of the school year to me because it represents 13 long years from kindergarten through your senior year. And undoubtedly, many of you face challenges in your lives that few of us have ever or will ever experience. People that haven't believed in you or the possibility of you being here tonight, graduating with your high school diploma. But because of your indomitable will and your desire to succeed, here you are tonight in front of your family, your friends, your classmates, and thousands of people making a statement of your personal belief in yourself and sharing the hope that your life will be filled with purpose and meaning. So tonight is a first for me, one last first, because in my 6 years at McLane, I haven't faced the challenge I felt at the beginning of the school year when I received a message that one of our students, Angel Franco, lost his life in an automobile accident while on his way home from being with family and friends in the early hours of September 27th, 2015. I'm honored to have invited his family tonight and friends here to give recognition to his life as a Highlander, and later on in the program to have his 9th grade nephew, Anthony, also a McLane Highlander, receive an honorary diploma in his name. So at this time, I'd like to ask that we just take a moment of silence to honor our student, Angel. Okay, thank you. Okay, so to begin my address with you this evening, I want to share a favorite verse of a song that actually our choir sang last year from the musical Wicked, and it best represents my thoughts of you and the special moment tonight that we're celebrating together. This song speaks to my heart because it represents our four-year journey together and the indelible imprint that we've made on each other's lives. These memories, some wonderful and some maybe not, are the makeup of our relationship as Highlanders for life. So here's a phrase from the song. I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn. And we are led to those who help us most to grow if we let them. And we help them in return. Well, I don't know if I believe that's true, but I know I am who I am because I know you. It may well be that we never meet again in this lifetime. So let me say before we part, so much of me is what I learned from you. You'll be with me like a handprint on my heart. And now, whatever ways our stories end, I know you have rewritten mine for being my friend. So seniors, as you're sitting here and you're thinking about your futures and you're wondering what's ahead, and you're just thinking about life in general, my wish is that you will never feel like it just happened to you. I wish you success, happiness, wisdom in your decisions, and the power to live your dreams. There are a few sentiments that I want to share tonight that I share with every graduating class because I think it defines the rewards of finding, living, and understand what purpose and passion will do for you in your lives. My days at school have been filled with my most cherished memories. You see, when you work hard, you try lots of things, you take a few different paths along your journey, you discover who you are, what you stand for, and why you do what you do. For me, it's been very simple. To live a life that gives service to someone else, that's you, and honors and values the respect I cherish in others. My reason for getting up every day and coming to school is really quite simple. I want to do my best to serve as an inspiration and a source of hope for someone. I tell your teachers frequently when we get together for meetings that I want them to consider themselves as your hero, somebody's hero. That many of you wake up every day and you come to school because of us. A person that you feel close to and you want to be around. And we might never know that you have that special feeling for us, that we might be your hero, or that you think of us in a special way. But I want us to live every day at McLane as though you are depending on us to carry you through your days, to keep you energized and excited about whatever learning, and cultivating a sense of awe and wonder in whatever it is to be present and there for you at all times. So for me, I wanted to make it very simple to you every day when you came to school. I wanted to make sure that I was there to say hello to you, somebody that knows that you are here and that you matter to me and someone else, who encourages you to do your best in spite of the difficulty it sometimes feels to be successful. I want to make sure that I'm the person that's in the stands or in the audience to cheer you on, and the person who offers grace to those when we just don't understand. So your vice principals, Mr. Santos, Mr. McCormick, Mr. Kalpa, Ms. Cha, your teachers and I, we have to be the people who let you know when you overstep a boundary, but most importantly, we're here because we want you to know that we believe in you and we want you to believe in yourself as much as we believe in you. So as I get close to the end of my message, I want to offer you a couple words of wisdom from others who have lived a life of passion and purpose. So I want you to live your life purposefully, pursuing your dreams and finding your passion in everything that you do. This won't always be easy. So I want you to accept the challenge of the productive struggle in your lives, because this is what makes you stronger, your resolve to persevere greater, and to have faith in your ability to grow. There's a little story of Harvey McKay. He comes out about once a week with a little anecdote or story in the paper. I saw this. It's called Obstacles Are the Stepping Stones of Success, and I thought it was perfect for me to share with you tonight. So there's a man that's walking in a park one day, and he sees a cocoon with a small opening. And he sits and he watches this butterfly for several hours as it's struggling to force its way and its little body through that hole. He sat there and it seemed to not be making any progress. So it looked like it had gotten as far as it could. So the man decided to help the butterfly out a little bit. He took out a pocket knife and he snipped the remaining bit of the cocoon. So the butterfly emerged easily, but something was strange. The butterfly had a swollen body and shriveled up wings. The man continued to watch the butterfly because he expected at any minute the wings would enlarge and expand to support the body, which would contract in time, but neither happened. In fact, the butterfly spent the rest of its life crawling around with a swollen body and deformed wings, and it was never able to fly. So what the man in his kindness and his haste did, he did not understand that the restriction of the cocoon and the struggle of the butterfly to emerge was a natural process. It was nature's way of forcing fluid from its body into its wings so that it would be ready for flight and achieve its freedom. So sometimes struggles are exactly what we need in our lives. If we were allowed to go through life without any obstacles, we would be crippled. We would not be as strong as we could have been, and we would never fly. History has shown us that the most celebrated winners usually encountered heartbreaking obstacles before they triumphed. They won because they refused to become discouraged by their defeats. Finally, I want you to understand that whatever else may fail you, your personal integrity is always in your hands and can never be taken away from you. For the majority of us, we will not move throughout our lives easily. Though there will be exhilarating successes and possibly lows, the integrity of who you are, what you stand for, what action you will take will define the personal successes you will experience in your lives and will ultimately define the person you are. So in closing, I'm getting close. I have a favorite scene from a movie that actually came out the year that you were born, 1998. This movie, I don't know if anybody has seen it, but it's called Meet Joe Black. And it introduces a concept of life, memories, beginnings, and endings. And at the end of the movie, one of the main characters, Bill Parrish, he's on a stage much like I am tonight, and he's addressing a large crowd of people who've come together for his birthday celebration, much like we've come together to celebrate you and your graduation. And as the scene begins at the end of this movie, he walks up to a large birthday cake, he blows out the candle on top of the cake, and this is what he says: "What a glorious night. Every face I see is a memory. It may not be a perfectly perfect memory. Sometimes we've had our ups and downs, but we're all together, and you're mine for tonight." So I'm going to break precedent with you and tell you my one candle wish, that you will have a life as lucky as mine, where you can wake up one morning
and say, I don't want anything more. In his closing line, he makes reference to how quickly time passes, and he makes a statement about being 65 years old. But I add my own ending to the scene and say this.
4 years, haven't they gone by in a blink? I will always be proud to remember you as a Highlander, and I wish all of life's blessings for you. I hope that you'll live your life and achieve all of your dreams and accomplish all your goals so that one day you can say, I don't want anything more. As we've heard from Javier, Maria, Emily, and sometimes Dominique and Leslie with the IE, that they say at the end of every one of our morning announcements, they say with honor, pride, and courage, we are Highlanders. Highlanders, and you rise above. So to that I say, Highlanders, have a great life. Enjoy the rest of the evening tonight. God bless you and your future lives to come.
This is a little off script, but one more time for Mr. Lamb. At this time, it's my honor to invite the first of our 4 valedictorian speakers to the stage to share a few memories of their time from high school and being students at McLane. Our first speaker tonight is Dexter Yang. As Dexter makes his way to the podium, let me share a few details about him. Dexter is graduating cum laude with distinction. He has been active in football, wrestling, student bank teller, Hmong Club, student council, and leadership. On campus, he was a peer mentor and was chosen to participate in the I Am Ready campaign for Fresno Unified. This fall, he will attend Fresno City College to begin pursuing a degree in kinesiology and exercise science. Please help me in welcoming Dexter Yang to the podium.
My fellow Americans. Sorry, wrong speech. Mr. Lamb, Mr. Delacerda, faculty, alumni, family, friends, and the class 2016. My name is Dexter Yang, and it is such an honor to be up here as your commencement speaker. Most of my teammates know me as a linebacker with a squeaky voice. But behind my helmet, a majority of everyone knows me as a student bank teller, because I've chased them through the croissants helmet during lunch, trying to get them open a free checking account. I have to say, most of my joy that over time here was just to have the chance to meet every single one of you and have the chance to be part of such an amazing school. Thank you to all the faculty and staff for being patient and impacting us throughout our journey. We needed their guidance, and we'll always remember them for the rest of our lives. Well, not just because I know about credit scores and can calculate equations and know the appropriate comma placements in a sentence, but they have taken the time to get to know us and invest in our time, our success. Finally, I want to thank the families and friends for their love and support. We could not be with the paper we are today without their care. Thank you. So when contemplating what to talk about tonight, I knew what I wanted to focus on. What sets McLane and the class of 2016 apart? The people. Now that I stand in front of you, I'm proud to say we did it. Even though we all have different struggles and dreams in life, we all managed to accomplish a simpler goal. That is to graduate. So class 2016, give it up for yourselves. When you see this diploma that you're getting today, I want you to think of what it signifies. It is more than something to hang on a bedroom wall, but the start of our journey to success. It is more than a certificate of completion that says, I am ready. Like this good-looking guy here. One moment, please. Let's take a selfie real quick. That was a secret. My diploma will always remind me that I wish I had come to McLane all 4 years, but sadly I did not. Before I made the choice to come to McLane, people in the past that I've come across would tell me that it was a waste of my time to come here. But I tell you this, coming to McLane was the best choice I made in my life. It shaped me in who I am, and the people here gave me models of who I wanted to become. Everyone that I've met taught me a little something in life. And like all of you, I am a combination of all the things I've admired in the people I model after myself. The people here make all the difference. Starting from the students, coaches, and teachers that I've come across, we're all just like family. I felt something that probably all of you have felt once you step foot on this campus: pride. You see, all these people that put out negativity on the school do not realize that we all have dignity where we come from, whether it's culturally or personally. I realize it's the people who make the difference in the school, us. So whatever step that we take in our journey, always be proud of who we are and be the best we can be, because we're all part of the McLane family. And when we succeed in life, we have to make sure to give back to those who are still on their journey. Pour into the people the way we were poured into. You see, this world needs Highlanders to give back. I'm saying I guarantee anyone here has a chance to do something big in this little world, even if it's just in a small corner of the universe. People that contribute to the McLane family that I look up to are Mr. Lamb and Mr. Kelton, because these two men are McLane alumni. Both these men walked in the same stadium like us and sat in the same chairs that you're all sitting in. Well, not literally. But they gave back to their family by being a principal or a mentor to current students. I'm telling you, it's the class of 2016 that is going to make the difference in this world. Well, before I leave today, I just want to say in all sincerity, with all your parents are here, and it won't take a couple minutes of your time, who wants to open a checking account? Thank you for listening, and congratulations, class of 2016.
So this is another special time right now because we have 45 students who are going to be awarded the California Seal of Biliteracy. And here to present tonight is Vice Principal Ms. Connie Cha.
The Seal of Biliteracy is an award given by the State of California and Fresno Unified in recognition of students who have studied and attained reading, writing, and speaking proficiency in English and another language by high school graduation. The Seal of Biliteracy encourages students to pursue deep learning of another language and honors the skills our students attain. These skills are attractive to future employers and college admissions. Would the following Highlanders please make their way to the stage this side to be recognized? And I would like to invite my McLane admin team up. So you'll be entering this side. Yulitza Abrika. Oscar Aguilera Panuco. Javier Amaro. Yulissa Angeles Gonzaga. Lupita Bedoya. Alondra Bojarquez. Alejandro Bustamante. Guadalupe Cabrera. Leslie Catano. Vuichnai Chang. Candy Chuela. Leticia Espino. Maria Gallegos. April Garcia. Marissa Garcia. Victor Gastelum. Luz Godoy Sanchez. Merla Gonzalez. Sergio Gonzalez. Anthony Granados. Pachi Lee. Tommy Yamas. Luis Madrigal. Sheely Madrigal Carrillo. Angel Martinez. Nancy Meza. Cassandra Cairo Moreno Leos. Lourdes Ortiz. Liliana Perez. Karina Ramirez. Fabiola Ramos. Damaris Rios. Liliana Rivera. Viviana Rivera. Elisa Reese. Marlene Salmaron. Nadia Sampaio. Kevin Valdez. Allison Valencia. Kong Vang. Graciela Vasquez. Salvador Vasquez. Maria Velasco. Paku Zhang. And last but not least, Mariela Zamora. Congratulations, our Seal of Biliteracy Class of 2016 recipients.
Our next valedictorian to address you is Nancy Meza. As Nancy makes her way to the podium, let me share a few details about her. Nancy is graduating summa cum laude with the highest distinction. She has participated in McLane's Business Academy, Key Club, Chinese Club, FCA, and served as the secretary for a Union Bank branch on campus. This fall, she will attend Fresno State and major in liberal studies with a minor in Spanish. She hopes to pursue a master's degree on her way to a career in education. Please help me in welcoming Nancy Meza to the podium.
Mr. Lamb, Mr. De La Cerda, faculty, alumni, family, friends, and class of 2016. My name is Nancy Meza, and it's such an honor to be here as your commencement speaker. They say time goes by flying, and it's true. Not long ago, we were all just freshmen, didn't know what was coming towards us, thinking it was going to take forever to graduate. But here we are now, sitting down next to our best friends, the class of 2016. Do you guys remember when we were freshmen and we came to orientation? How we all felt nervous and scared of what we were coming into. We didn't know what to expect from high school. We were surrounded by many strangers, and who was going to think those strangers were going to become family and impact our lives? Like I said, we not only made friends, but we made family with them. Many of us probably thought high school was like a movie, but we soon realized it was totally different. We couldn't just hang out by lockers all day or socialize in the quad. We actually had to go to class. I remember my first day as a freshman. I was scared and nervous looking all around the campus, scared of getting lost and not finding my classes. When I got to my first period, I was expecting my teachers to be strict, almost like college level, where they say there's no playing around and everyone will be silent, where it is what it is and there's no excuses. But it wasn't like that. In reality, high school is not as bad as we thought it would be. No one had an easy life. All along, it's been full of difficulties and barriers hard to overcome. But overall, we've managed to overcome them while living life at its best. My parents come from a rough background. As a Hispanic mother, my mom had to help my grandma around the house while taking care of the kids. Due to this, she was only able to go up to 6th grade and didn't get the opportunity to go beyond. On the other hand, my father had a bit more opportunity since he came to the United States at age 13. He attended high school up to sophomore year, but unluckily had to go back to Mexico. I was born in Mexico, and I came to the United States at age 1. I've been here all my life, and I've done many things in life. As the oldest daughter coming from a Hispanic household, like many of you, I had many responsibilities at home, like my mom did. I had to take care of my little siblings and help my mom around the house. I really didn't have time to do work at home because of how much I am needed by my parents. And because of this, I had to give up my first period to help my mom with my younger siblings. Also, coming from a Hispanic background with parents who didn't get an education makes it difficult for kids to pursue one on their own. Not because we don't want to, but because of our parents don't understand what is needed from us to succeed. I'm not going to lie, there were times where we all wanted to give up and just drop out. But I knew what the consequences were going to be for me. The fields were waiting for me. I'm not saying it's bad to work the fields, because that's how my parents have fed my siblings and me. But that's another kind of future we all envision. I know it might be too early to think about a future family, but that's one of my inspirations to succeed. Because whatever we do now will affect our future kids. When I was younger, in order for my parents to go to work, they had to wake my siblings and I at 4 in the morning to go with our babysitter. Many of you guys know how I feel having to wake up in the morning, get in the car, and get dropped off at a stranger's house. But let me tell you, this is not what we want for our future kids. And that's one of the reasons we will continue to succeed. Getting to where we are at now wasn't easy. It took a lot of us, a lot of determination and passion to succeed. We should all be proud of what we accomplished, but remember, it wasn't only our hard work. 4 years in high school means 4 years closer to entering the real world. High school is all about learning how to grow and mature while you're having fun as well. But with fun, there's always responsibility that comes along. Once we leave this campus, we will be adults, where we will leave our bad habits behind to begin our new chapter in life, where we will show the rest of the world that we're not a reckless generation like they think we are. Because we are here to change the world for good. Class of 2016, we all know that there was someone or something who helped us get to where we're at right now. Could have been your parents, friends, a teacher, counselor, teams, or whoever it was. We are here thanks to them, and we can't forget all they've done for us. So today's the day to tell them how much we appreciate and thank them for what they've done for us, for all their support. Gracias, mamá y papá, por siempre estar conmigo en las buenas y las malas, por apoyarme y ayudarme a tener una mejor educación. Yo sé que no fue solo difícil para mí, pero lo fue para ustedes también. Hoy entraré un nuevo capítulo en mi vida y ustedes entrarán conmigo, porque donde quiera que yo vaya, ustedes irán conmigo. Padres, gracias por todo. Los amo mucho. I also want to thank my friends for sticking with me all these 4 years in high school. We had our ups and downs like any other friendship, but they never left my side. Thanks for sticking with me even when I was acting up, for supporting me in all I did, and for making my 4 years in high school memorable. Thank you to all our teachers and counselors who were always here for us to inspire us into chasing our dreams and never give up. Finally, I want to thank Mr. Lam for being such a great principal. He was always there when someone needed him, in the mornings and during lunch. He always went outside to supervise his students to ensure everything was going good. Every time someone passed by him, he would always greet them, which makes us feel accepted in school. He really does care about his students. He demonstrates it. When I transferred to McLane, I saw our principal would always go outside in the mornings and during lunch to greet the students, and that's great because it makes us feel welcome. Thank you, Mr. Lamb, for your support you gave to all of your hardworking students. It's something that you don't have to do, yet you do it. Mr. Lamb, thank you for everything you've done for us. Class of 2016, look how far we've gotten. We made it. It was a long trip, from elementary to where we are at now. So many memories were taken with us. We had many obstacles in our roads. Some of us had to leave our close friends behind to succeed. But like Mr. Gonzalez said, you gotta do what you gotta do. Let's get to it. Here we are now. Within a few minutes, we will be walking out of here with our diplomas in hand and not coming back to high school life. Never forget how far you've gotten in life. If you've come this far, you can get a few more steps to succeed in life because remember, nobody said success will be easy. It will not be easy, but I can promise you guys it will be worth it. Highlanders, like the famous writer Edward Hawks said, the fireworks begin today. Each diploma is a Latin match. Each one of you is a fuse. So let's show our Highlander hype. Class of 2016!
Our third valedictorian to address you is Anicia Rodriguez. As Anicia makes her way to the podium, let me share a little about this amazing young woman. Anicia is graduating from McLane magna cum laude. Throughout her high school career, Anicia served as the senior class vice president, was involved in link crew, yearbook folklorico, and film crew. On the field, Anicia proved herself a worthy competitor in both soccer and lacrosse. Anicia plans to attend Fresno State in the fall and will be majoring in kinesiology. After she obtains her master's degree, Anicia would like to pursue a career as an athletic trainer. Please join me in welcoming Anicia Rodriguez.
There you go. There's
Mr. Lamb, Mr. De La Cerda, faculty, alumni, family, friends, and class of 2016. My name is Anicia Rodriguez, and it is such an honor to be here today as your commencement speaker. The day is finally here. We are graduating. It's been 4 long years of high school, and just when we thought it couldn't come any faster, it did. Now that the day is here, we find it hard to say goodbye. We built so many great friendships with each other and staff and have created so many great memories. Although we have had unforgettable times, we have all experienced loss, personal struggles, and time to reflect, look back, and give thanks for who and what we have become from those experiences. For many of us, our journey has not been the easiest. All of us lost a great friend this year. Many of us have lost family members along the way, and some of us have had personal losses of homes and ways of life that sustain who we are. When I was 12 years old, I lost the most important man in my life, my father. Okay. I lost him at the time where I needed his guidance the most. The realization that he would no longer be there for birthdays, holidays, and even here at graduation hit me in a very powerful way. My emotions were running extremely high. It felt as if my heart was a piece of glass shattered all over the floor. The pain was unbearable. While dealing with his passing and the transition from a lifestyle with my father to one with my mother and the path that set her down, I still had to deal with school and keeping my grades up. There were so many times when I just felt like giving up. Everything became so pointless to me, and I felt no reason to keep trying. Expectations became like a weight I was just too small to shoulder. I was beginning to give up until I realized that if I gave up, I would end up nowhere in life. I knew I was capable of achieving my goals and that I couldn't let my father's passing hold me back from anything. I had to accept the fact that he was gone, so I continued to move on. I pushed myself to get a better education, not only for him and my family, but for myself. We are together today because when we could have let loss defeat us, we pushed through together. As we transition to the next phase, let's not overlook the day-to-day struggle of not wanting to get up in the morning because our beds are so comfy, questioning ourselves if school was really worth going to. Though like Mr. Johansson taught us, our opportunity cost of staying home would be not getting an education. The idea of delayed gratification was always impressed upon us, but not easily understood as we watched others from the outside. So we pushed ourselves to get up anyways and come. It's a good thing we got up because later in life, I'm sure we will be called to pull ourselves up again. We graduates should take the time to look back at all of the loss and the struggle and thank ourselves, and be thankful for the lessons we have learned from our experiences. Although we have had help from parents and staff to get where we are today, in the end, it took our hard work and dedication. We not only pushed ourselves, we changed the narrative. Nobody can walk a mile in your shoes if you never had shoes to begin with. The late nights, the odd jobs, the sacrifice, and stressing over classes has now paid off. All there is left to do now is say thanks to those around us and each other. As we enter a new chapter in our lives and go our separate ways, we can't allow anything nor anyone to hold us back, whether it's problems at home, school, or work. We must look every obstacle in the face and say, so what? That's it? We have to remember that life is not meant to be easy. There are going to get hard, and we are going to fall. And there are going to be times when we'll think giving up will be the only option. But no matter what, we have to pick ourselves back up and keep pushing through. We are Highlanders, and the Highlanders theme has always stuck with me: never quit. Wherever we end up and whatever we do, may we always be friends when we meet again. Congratulations, my fellow graduates of the class of 2016.
At this time, we'd like to ask the McLane Chamber Choir to come up, and they will be performing a song for us, Man in the Mirror by Michael Jackson. And guys, I just want to let you know I looked online. You guys look good on TV.
Check. Thank you.
You want to do that one away over there? Just graduation.
Gonna make a change for once in my life. Gonna feel real good. Gonna make a difference. Gonna make it right. As I turn up That's why I'm starting with me.
I'm starting with the man in the mirror. Oh, I'm asking him to change his ways. Oh, and no message could have been any good. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make a change. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. Oh, I'm asking him to change his ways. And no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and make the change. You gotta get it right, fight all your time and try to love with a heart, your heart knows and you don't show mine. Make that change. 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 Make that change 2016.
All right, that was awesome. Great job. All right, so now I'm really honored to present our valedictorian and salutatorian awards in dedication to their hard work over the course of their high school years. So you already are wearing your bling, so I'm just going to ask you to stand up and come to the stage and present it in the order of their honor. All right, we're going to start with the summa cum laude with the highest honor. That's a 4.31 and above. That's Oscar Aguilera Panuco, Vud Nai Ching, Vang He, Nancy Meza, Kevin Valdez, and Chu Vang. Adding to that, we have our magna cum laude with greatest distinction of a 4.20 to 4.29, Mai Vu Lee, Pa Chi Lee, Shelley Madrigal Carrillo, Anicia Rodriguez, Guadalupe Cabrera, Monique Castro, Lisa Vang, and Alex Vang. Then we have our cum laude with distinction 4.0 to 4.19, Paku Zhang, Jessica Ward, Josh Lucero, Marissa Garcia, Michelle Vu, Pahua Tao, Hua Lor, Jelzy Sodana, Jinu Lor, Monica Castillo, Dexter Yang, Liliana Rivera, Javier Amaro, Luis Madrigal, Ken Bo Cha, and April Garcia. And finally, our salutatorian with a 3.99999 grade point average. That's Allison Valencia.
Okay, our final valedictorian that will be addressing you this evening is Monique Castro. As Monique makes her way to the stage, it is my honor to share with you a few details about this outstanding student. Monique is graduating this evening with the status of magna cum laude. As well as being an excellent student for the past 4 years, Monique has been involved in athletics. She participated in girls basketball and lettered in lacrosse and golf. For the past several years, she also played clarinet for the McLane concert and marching bands. Next fall, Monique will be attending the University of Oregon, majoring in marine biology. She plans on attaining a master's degree and to ultimately enjoy a career discovering and preserving various marine species whom are endangered of becoming extinct. So now, Highlander Nation, please join me in welcoming to the podium, Monique Castro.
think Mr. Santos closed the program.
Yeah, it's okay. Technical difficulties.
We're ready to go now.
I could have needed that, you don't know. Mr. Lamb, Mr. De La Cerda, faculty, alumni, family, friends, and class of 2016. My name is Monique Castro, and it's such an honor to be here as your commencement speaker this evening. Sorry, it was still too high. Can you all believe that just 4 years ago, we were all short, awkward, nervous freshmen just entering high school? Except for those that had a growth spurt before freshman year. You have the greatest gift of all, being able to reach items off the top shelf of Food Co. Unlike myself, I still use a step stool to reach things, but I digress. We can agree that high school is nothing like in the movies. We are not dancing and singing down the hallways, nor throwing kids in trash cans. But the one thing the movies did get right about high school, we all became a family. Whether you cheered someone up when they needed it, or passed along study guide answers, we were a family. For those of you that don't know, my name is Monique, M-O-N-I-K-E. Just making that clear. A few of you out there call me Momo, or Monike, or the girl that brings cupcakes and cookies to for Halloween. Alternatively, Santos used to call me the Giants fangirl. And I am also known as the girl who defies gravity and falls up the stairs. Don't know how that happened. These 4 years at McLane went by quick. I remember the first day of school, hearing all these squeaky voices asking staff members, where is the building M25 at? Or why is everyone walking so slow through the hallway? That last one we still have not figured out. We only get 6 minutes, and traveling through the hallway is worse than walking at the fair or through Fashion Fair during Christmas. It resembles the scene from The Walking Dead. These 4 years, some could argue, have been a bit stressful at times, but we can agree that along the way there are many memories. No matter how good or bad our memories are, they did bring us in all together and let us know, if you pick on one, you get the rest of the family to deal with. Who knew that ABC 30, forgetting the class of 2016, would start a hashtag Highlander Hype revolution? Who knew our boys soccer team would battle to bring home a Valley championship? And do not forget about the McLane Marching Band, performing an entire field show for the McLane faithful football fans. Hashtag Boom Boom Chick. Band reference, but I digress. Now to today. We are here patiently waiting for the greatest moments of our lives thus far. It was only 14 long years, but we finally made it. Some of you probably did not think it would happen. Not because you doubted yourself, but because of the 2012 end of the world hype. Or because MASH predicted some crazy future. Our next leap from today is our future. We will be starting over again, entering the world as a college freshman. I hope you all worry about more than the freshman 15. For those of you who don't know, the myth is where you go to college, well, when you go to college and you gain 15 pounds. You all may think it will not affect you, but when your favorite pair of jeans does not fit, you'll wish you listened. Word on campuses, avoid the ice cream machine. College is not just about having fun or fighting a myth, but it's about finding your identity. It may be a little shocking how much responsibility we will now have, but if we manage to get through high school with some bumps and bruises, we can definitely take on the challenges life has in store for us. I would like to thank all of my teachers I've had the joy learning under, even though I may have been a headache with my talking and constant snack sharing. These teachers deserve an award for dealing with my personality and making it out alive. My teachers over these 4 years have definitely challenged me with projects and homework. Now, when I was doing these, they obviously were frustrating, but they have helped me by strengthening my confidence, knowing I can solve any problem. Such as remembering that in 1588, the Spanish Armada was defeated.
or that it is impossible to fit 2 liters of something in a 1-liter bottle. Who knew the most important item on a math test is memorizing the quadratic formula? soft spot there. And most of us growing up had a basic understanding of Spanish, thanks to Dora the Explorer. But no matter what language you speak, there is one universal word we all know. Chancla. You just know to run. To all my friends that I have now considered family, I will never forget you. You have all been such a huge inspiration, and I hope you all will not forget all the memories we've had together. There is one person in my immediate family that has been my inspiration, my grandmother. I know this isn't in the speech, but can you stand up really quick? She has always been by my side going through school, even though she frustrated me by erasing my handwriting if it was not legible. But she overcame a difficult situation. She has that determined spirit to continue through the pain, and that is the same mentality that I have. No matter the pain or difficulty of the situation, you are truly tested if you get through it. You may end up with a battle scar, but that is just going to be another life lesson for you to have. I want you all to take that same mentality my grandmother has, and remember that no matter how earth-shattering the challenge may be, if you keep an open mind and never give up, you will be successful. It has been a pleasure. I love you all, and thank you for your time, class of 2016.
Okay, we're almost there, but we do want to do a presentation of the CFF Awards. So here to present our students with their California Scholarship Federation Life Member Awards is Mr. Lars Johansson.
Good evening, Highlanders. It's my great pleasure to present this year's graduating CSF members. CSF is California Scholarship Federation. It's the most prestigious honor society in California, and these students have earned high grades and done a lot of community service. And I'd like you to please welcome the following students: Oscar Aguilera Panuco. Mind giving these? Thanks. Guadalupe Cabrera, Monica Castillo, Monique Castro, Elpidio Delgado, Mirla Gonzalez, Devani Khan, Mai Li, Gao Sheng Li, Joshua Lucero, Nancy Meza, Claudia Rendon, Sheila Taibehan, Pa Thao, Chu Vang, Lisa Vang, Shia Vang, Jessica Ward, Spencer Williams, and Palai Yang. Thank you very much.
We are honored to have Christopher De La Cerda from the Fresno Unified Board of Education to deliver a special message. Please welcome Mr. De La Cerda to our podium.
Oh, come on, Highlanders. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, that's better. Can you hear me? Highlanders, make some noise. One more time, Highlanders, make some noise. Parents, make some noise. Faculty and staff back here, make some noise. Selfie. Okay, that's kind of a tradition I started some time back, but I'm gonna do something a little bit different. Because you guys have been sitting a long time. I'm gonna keep my camera out here because I'm gonna count of 3, I'm gonna have you do the first ever, and I could do this because I'm a board member, the first ever Fresno Unified dab. Now, listen up. You need to be very careful because dabs can be dangerous. You get that backhand going, some next, okay. This side, dab to the family that way on the count of 3. This side, dab to the family that way on the count of 3. But when I say 3, you're gonna do the first ever Fresno Unified All-School Senior Dab. So seniors, first, stand up, please, because you need to stretch those legs. Are you ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, dab! All right, seniors. You can sit down. Thank you so much. I'm going to get in trouble for that one. All right. Thank you so much. It's always an honor and pleasure for me to be here and to celebrate this with you. I have to tell you something. I'm a senior, so to speak, not just because I'm over 50 now, but because I started 4 years ago, just like you. I was a scrub, just like you 4 years ago. Yes, I told you guys that 4 years ago. You guys were scrubs, but you're not anymore. You're seniors. So I just wanted to tell you guys, I started that 4 years ago. But as I think about it, I want to always, I want to look back, and I look back literally because I want to thank Mr. Lamb for allowing me to be here tonight. But I also want you to give him another hand for all the work that he's done. Mr. Lamb and his staff. And I also want you to look around, graduates, especially down your rows, because you're going to see the people who helped you make it through tonight. Your teachers, because of their dedication, because of their commitment to you, each and every one of you, you're here. In some way or another, they've impacted your life. So let's give it up for our teachers and for the staff. Thank you so much, teachers. And also, because you guys got that, you stood up and you're able to, most importantly, I wanted you to thank the people that you see in the audience that are here. Your moms, your dads, your aunts, your uncles, your family, everybody who dedicated their life to you to help you be here. Thank you very much. Give it up to them. Come on, you can do better than that. You know, they cared enough to support you through all those times, and we've heard some stories tonight. They cared enough to support you, to love you, and I know they love you because they were here in the heat waiting for this moment to happen. They were here because I'm sure there's no other place in the world they'd rather be than to watch you walk the stage tonight. So we do thank them. So seniors, graduates, we've heard tonight that those 4 years have come and gone by really quick. They really have. But we have a little bit further to go. Because I bet you as freshmen, you didn't think this day was going to come, and now it is. Because tonight, and I've said this before, this is like one of the most exciting moments of your life. Because from this point on, and you've heard it said over and over again, your life is going to change from this moment on. Your life is moving forward into that adulthood. In fact, it's like when you first ride a bike. You know, when you have the training wheels on your bike that help you keep steady, They help you keep from wobbling. Those training wheels that are on there, they help you from falling over and getting that hamburger knee and keep you steady. Well, that's what elementary school and junior high and even high school is like. It's a moment where you're getting that chance to get that steady feel of riding. And then eventually, as you start learning how to ride the bike, even though sometimes you have miserable fails, because I know I did, you come to a point where you want those training wheels off because you're ready to go on your own. Because now you're ready, you know you have the skills and the ability to move forward. That's what tonight is. Tonight is like those training wheels coming off. All the skills that you got from elementary to middle school to high school. As you move forward now into your life, the training wheels are off. And pretty soon you are going to be at a point where you're no longer expected to follow that bell schedule. You're no longer needing someone to be right there next to you to guide you the way you have been in your earlier years in education. Because you're ready to move forward at this milestone on your own. Because you're going from childhood rather to adulthood. You're going from a life where you are very dependent to one of independence. And it's kind of scary because some of you may be doing this, or at least you feel like you're doing this all on your own. But I'm going to remind you of something. The reason why I have you cheer for the people that are near you and with the staff, the reason why I have you cheer for the people who are in the audience, the reason why I have you cheer even for your friends that are still here, they're going to remind you when you feel like you're all on your own, that you're not. You know, I see before me doctors and nurses, lawyers, parents, business people, God forbid, politicians, and we heard one earlier. There's nothing to stop you from being whatever it is that you choose to be in this life. And don't ever let anybody tell you you can't. We heard about a journey, yes, because we've heard about journeys, riding your bike through your life's journey. There are going to be some obstacles in your way. But if you never try, because sometimes in trying you fail, but if you never try and even fail, then you haven't made that journey that Mr. Lamb has talked about, that your valedictorians here have talked about, that your teachers have given you the ability to move forward in your life's journey without the training wheels. Because as you move forward now, you're going to every single one of you are all going to make an impact in this world. No matter how great or small, you are all going to make an impact in this world. And whatever that impact is, whatever that mark is that you leave, it should be the best of all marks of who you are. It should reflect all that is good about you. It should reflect that goodness that your teachers and your parents, your families, your friends, everybody who sees that in you, that's what your mark should be as you move forward in this life. And you know, I do understand again that those obstacles are going to be there. And you're going to think about tonight, and you're going to think, man, I wish it was easier when I was in high school. It was easier when I was in middle school. It was easier when I was in elementary. I remember that. I didn't have all this stuff. But you know what? I bet you anything, none of you want to put those training wheels back on. How many of you want to get back on a bike and say, hey, let me slap these bad boys back on my bike because it keeps me steady? No, you don't want to do that. Right? Am I right? But even though you have those moments, that's okay. You may not be sure where you are in your life at that moment. You may not be sure where you're going at that moment, but that's okay. Because you still have an opportunity to come back to those who are closest to you, to those who mean the most to you. Albert Einstein once said, and I have to read this quote, "Life is like riding a bicycle. In order to keep your balance, you must keep moving." So now your goal in life is to use the lessons that you've learned, the skills that you've been taught, to keep moving forward and to have a successful and happy life journey. So I hope, graduates, that you always remember that wherever you go, whatever you do, whatever you accomplish in this life, whatever you achieve, don't forget who you are. Don't forget where you came from. Don't forget to give back to others the way others have given to you in your life. And don't forget to keep moving forward. So now go forward, make your mark in life, change the world for the better, and congratulations to you. Make the world Highlander proud of you. Congratulations, graduates 2016.
Okay, so now it's time to make some noise out there in the audience because you've been waiting a really long time. This is when we're going to do the presentation to our seniors with their diplomas. So let's hear those noisemakers again. All right, so helping tonight, we're going to have Board Member De La Cerda helping, Instructional Superintendent Katie Russell, and Chief of Staff Bob Nelson. At this time, seniors, we're going to present you with your diplomas.
Hua Lo,
Ba Ki Li,
Chiva,
Juan José Escobedo.
Mónica Elizabeth Castillo.
Lisa Vang,
Anthony Andrew Castillo.
Lisa Lee,
Ken Bocha,
April Garcia.
Richard Lee,
Citlali Orozco Miranda.
Jessica Odessa Ward.
Vuk Nai Chiang,
Jonathan Garza.
Michelle
Benya Zhang,
Michelle Vu,
Guadalupe Cabrera.
Billy Chow Vu,
Carmen Yesenia Rodríguez.
Shaylee Yanin Madrigal Carrillo.
Bahua Ta,
Salvador Vázquez.
Gaosheng Melinda Lee,
Chi Nu Lo,
Nancy Lisbeth Mesa.
Bocha,
Mirla González.
Pa Ku Xiong,
Va He,
Pa Su Ya,
Kimberly Yang,
Monique J. Castro.
Alex Va,
Samantha Gonzalez.
Molly Cheng,
Dexter Lo Ya,
Liliana Rivera.
Saila Tuliva Taitu.
Viviana Rivera. Joshua Troy Lucero.
Christopher Milan.
Cristal Carrillo.
Josie Caibet Saldaña.
Mai Vuli.
Marissa Jade Garcia.
Omar Antonio Ortigosa.
Claudia Marisa Rendón Zamora.
Roberto Lara.
Anicia Patricia Rodríguez.
Kevin Antonio Valdés.
Kenneth Ryan Men.
Anahi Rojas.
Ainoam Hernández.
Oscar Aguilera Pánuco.
Javier Amaro.
Luis Ángel Cruz.
Luis Tomás Madrigal.
Víctor Manuel Gastelum.
Brandon Anthony Rosas Montero.
Leticia Araceli Espino.
Allison J. Valencia.
María Galván.
Devian Khan.
Graciela Vázquez.
Palaya.
Giselle Guadalupe Cepeda.
Shiava.
Mariela Zamora.
Sheila Taivihan.
Tommy Guillermo Llamas.
Leandre George Eason.
Ernesto González Pimentel.
Ashley Rushing.
Lourdes Ortiz.
Spencer Sadie Williams.
Fabiola Ramos.
Elpidio Delgado.
Sergio González.
Juan Leiva López.
Karina Alejandra Ramírez.
Caro Cassandra Moreno Leos, a.k.a. Casey.
Marlene Salmerón.
Florentina María Cantú.
Jalissa Ann Monique Johnson.
Alejandro Bustamante.
LaQuante Marcrise Harris.
Mario Andrés Rodríguez.
Gongming Va.
Liliana Pérez.
Johnson Tucha.
José Vega.
Luz Daniela Godoy Sánchez.
Leslie Esmeralda Cataño.
Sumatra Vanessa Presley.
Dominic Arlene Huerta.
Nadia Carolina Sampaio.
Damaris Ríos.
Alisa Sonia Tamayo.
Vito Alfonso Peña.
Ángel Gustavo Martínez.
Mireya Velasco.
María de Jesús Gallegos.
Azucena Vital.
Anthony Granados.
Yolisa Ángeles Gonzaga.
Adrián Díaz.
María Victoria Ramírez.
Candy Chuela.
Lupita Cristal Pedoya.
Yulitza Abrica.
Elisa Ruiz.
Payeng Cindy Moa.
Kerry Kalyayang.
Paulo.
Emily Chong.
John Edward Vega.
Alexis Daniel Martínez.
Michelle Mojarro.
Alex Daniel Alas Martínez.
Jacqueline Mendoza Cruz.
Priscela Victoria Arellano.
Juana Gisela Plata.
Anaí Hernández.
Kaishari Williams.
Jesús Humberto Anguiano.
Tatiana Renee Washington.
Christian Almaraz.
Marian Padillo Ayman.
Leslie Diana Ramírez.
Tamara Danielle Shea Royal.
Michaela Cosio.
Angeli Ney.
Tony Lee Ortiz.
Alila Marsha Scott.
Ruby Adrina
Joseph-
Bernal.
Josephine Robles.
Alexis Marie Ruiz Martínez.
Megan Chansonbach.
Tomás Antonio Martínez.
Jeff Yang.
José Guadalupe Castro.
Nick Hyung.
Joe Pérez.
Richard Zhang.
Natalie Azucena Castillo.
Sam Lee.
Jacqueline Lian Ibarra.
Silvia Estefanía García.
César Quiñones.
Kiana Garrett.
Gildardo Parragán.
Alex Sibunhung.
Michael Daniel Calvillo Jr.
Francisco Flores.
Cassandra M. Maldonado.
Abby Hungpaset.
Alexis Lotia Sales.
Madison Page Flaherty.
Joe Alex Sanchez.
Eric Joshua Ho.
Daniel Guerrero.
Aaron Chimoa Lee.
Brian Intezon.
Emanuel Rivera.
Jasmine Rodríguez.
Sara Melissa Yáñez.
Staya Ponsabat.
Dalia Dueñas.
Natalie Fuentes.
A Leslie Jocelyn Torres.
David Kex Sayaseng.
Tony Belmontes.
Marisa Molina.
Bray David Mesta.
Andrea Winfield Cooper.
Nuli Taudara.
Moisés Núñez.
Stefan Townsend.
Belén Estrada.
Gloria Perez Montalvo.
Francisca Hernández.
Tanya Rodriguez.
Lorene Samboon.
Eduardo García Hernández.
Abraham Bustamante.
José Luis Morán.
Cristian José Andrade.
Jennifer Missili.
Anía Sánchez.
Rolando Grifa Negrete.
Stephanie Gutiérrez García.
Eduardo Antonio Barrios.
Chimeng Hyung.
Esteban Britton.
Robinson Tao.
Colin Ringer Summers.
Andy Hyung.
Serena Irene Lopez.
2G Vane.
Zulema González Delgado.
Milton Díaz Méndez.
Lisette Oseguera.
Eric Manso.
Starling Louise Van Horn.
Cao Tao.
Nancy Cervantes.
Gongping Hyung.
Jesús Medina Landeros.
Baje Va.
Jonathan Castillo.
Sean Michael Udondi.
Amber Marie Garcia.
Jennifer Quesada.
Cecilia Cordero.
Ramona Selene Ponce.
Edgar Torres Nava.
Amara Ray.
Brian Antonio Chavarria.
Nicole Renee Jones.
Alexander Reyes.
Julie Svenborg Beyondstrep.
Johnny Ray Benton.
Chalermrat Aprikatanutsi.
Lisbeth Reyes.
Zulema Denise Garcia.
Garrett Bryce Anthony Paul Velarde.
José Ángel Villalba.
Kevin Herr.
Pamela Peñalosa.
Rich Tilishong.
Ayana Moorhead.
Linda Yua Hang.
Francisco Javier Pancho Morales.
Kerry Su Mua.
María Guadalupe Marín Romero.
Yang Yang.
Steve Hyung.
Seng Yang.
Yang. Yang Hyung.
Rosalina Teo Longpressert.
Paul Sendejas Jr.
Terry Saruin.
Michael Luis Romero.
Kenton Lee.
Melanie Gonzalez.
Angel Semani.
Adriana González.
Alexis Marie Medina.
Lena Lynette Horn.
Marinarde Espinosa Soto.
Raxmi Allen Prack.
Hey Lee Chang.
Alma Angelina Lozano.
Stacy Wang.
Evelyn Garcia.
Andy Potira.
Gao Sheng Va.
Jonathan Kong Mong Wang.
Soy Swan Soy Kiao Chai.
Jeremiah Dimitri Montes.
José Alexis Mercado.
Enrique Gallardo.
Víctor Manuel Orozco Rangel.
Aimé Alcantar.
Anthony Charles Barnhart.
Janet Lombera.
Munya Punsavath.
Eric Reinaldo Lopez.
Jennifer Velasco.
Crystal Eileen Castanon.
Taylor Rojas.
Malaya Francis Robra.
José Daniel Cuellar.
Christian Guzman.
Matthew Paul Martinez.
Andrew and Angel Zamora.
Lisette Ángela Cortés.
Nereida Sales Chaides.
Elizabeth Nayeli Berber.
Mauricio Ernesto Lobos.
Rubén Clemente.
Frankie Marie Zavala.
Stavagene Porche Gordon.
Stephen Jack Soto.
Kevin Wayne Darnell II.
Guadalupe Pérez.
Carlos Rodríguez Pérez.
Michael T. Ortega Reynoso.
Korea Oliviana Her.
Jaime Flores.
Elena Joana Quiroz.
Lauren Marie Palmer.
Nicholas Damian Gonzalez.
Emmanuel Gómez Jiménez.
Julio Aparicio Chávez.
Patrick Damian González.
Amanda Ávila.
Valeria Sofía Manés.
Tyrone Hamilton.
Cecilia Martínez.
Noran Ali.
Nicholas X. Ornelas.
Fabiola Ramírez.
Guillermo Romero.
Gilbert Coloca.
Aldo Robles.
María Trinidad Ibarra.
Kahim Robinson.
Brandon Sihaket.
Jonah Anthony Griffith.
Jennifer Yesenia Nava Rodríguez.
Jesus Chuy Anguiano.
Richard Theodore Ceja.
Ociel Flores Aguilar.
Brian Guzmán.
Sabrina Monique Esquivel.
Paul Joshua Avila III.
Alyssa Raquel Perez.
Amadeo James Vegas.
Timothy Christopher Peraza.
Mariano Avila Ulloa.
Houston Lee.
Rubén Vázquez.
Yancy Yang.
Alfonso López.
Joshua Ray Robles.
Alexander Pasillas Plata.
Lorenzo Javier Cortés.
Jenny Esqueda.
Aina Yang.
Stephanie Araceli López.
Kathy Yang.
Jason Anthony Herrera.
Carlos Romeo Reynoso.
Sadie Kearns.
Katia Giselle Sanchez.
Andrew Salinas.
Bailey Rose.
Jennifer Medina.
Diana Allison Posas.
Anthony Joe Sanchez.
Alicia Renee Alejandres.
Karina Marie Alvarado.
Anicia Castillo.
Eloyd Ivan Tovar.
Isela Lisette Ortiz. Pedro Molina Cabrera. David Ordaz.
All right, at this time, all right, guys, we have one more. At this time, I would like to ask Angel Franco's nephew, Anthony Avila, to come up to the stage to accept an honorary diploma for his uncle. Accompanying him to the stage will be Angel's closest friends, Jose Castro, Joe Perez, Jacqueline Ibarra, and Jasmine Rodriguez. Okay, students, we're almost at the end. So at this time, I'd like to have Vito and Lupita coming up and join me on stage, please. Okay, graduates, this is a really special time because this is when I make the presentation of you as the class of 2016 to our board member. I have a statement that I make to him. He makes a statement back to us, and then that's a wrap. So I'd like to have you stand, please, all students. Okay, Mr. De La Cerda. At this time, I am honored to present McLane High School's class of 2016 to Fresno Unified Board Member Christopher De La Cerda. Board Member De La Cerda, I attest that the students before you have satisfied the requirements for a high school diploma, which have been set forth by the State of California and the governing board of the Fresno Unified School District.
Principal Lamb, on behalf of Fresno Unified School District Board of Education, I accept your certification for the class of 2016, and by the power vested in me as a trustee of Fresno Unified School District, I pronounce you all graduates of McLane High School, class of 2016. Highlanders, make some noise!
Hold on, guys.
Highlanders, you are wearing a tassel signifying academia. As you've noticed, it's on your right side. In a moment, we will move it to the left side, where it will be over your heart, symbolizing that our school will be in our hearts forever.
McLane, class of 2016. On the count of 3, it will be time to move your tassel from the right side to the left side.
Let's do this on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3! What side is it?
And we'll just hang out there. Pick it up and they'll just hang down there. All right. So at this time, while we watch the last few minutes, Vito Pena and Lupita Bedoya will be presenting the senior class and will retire the class of 2016 Tartan. And Emily Zhang and Mireya Velasco will retire the McLane standard. At this time, to wrap up the night before we have the Fresno Stag Thistle Pipe Band, we're going to have the alma mater under the direction of Paul Barber and Leslie Lyles. We will hear the McLane alma mater. You can follow along and sing if you like. The words are in your program. All right, and on behalf of McLane High School and Fresno Unified School District, I'd like to thank you for joining us on this beautiful hour tonight. And to end our commencement, we're going to give honor to our Scottish heritage by having our students exit to the Fresno Stag and Thistle Pipe and Drum, and in the direction of Pipe Major Mark Little, who will play Scotland the Brave. Thanks again, and have a wonderful, safe night.
Excellent job. Thank you. Thank you for all your work.
Are we taking group photos? Romeo,
Let me get a picture.
I think
Did Mr. Lamb leave already?
I still don't think I've been home since grad.
Can I get a picture here? Can I get a picture here? Let me get a quick picture of you guys. Quick picture. Bring it in. Connie. Quick picture right here. Yeah, a little more. Yeah, there you go. Oh, perfect. There you go. Oh, that's going to be a perfect picture right there. Perfect right there. Ready? 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, and 3. Is Mr. Lam around? Is he here? Oh, all right.